Hello. Am I on? I'm on. God, I had trouble there with the stream settings. That's the first time I've tried to schedule a stream like that, and I just got in a right mess with the stream keys and things. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for hopping in. Hey, cool. We've got YouTube and Twitch chat working. That's fantastic. Oh man, I'm in a bit of a fluster here. I've been in the garden all afternoon building a greenhouse, and wanted to stick to the stream schedule. So after a battle with the stream settings, I'm here. I'm just going to turn my cameras on and see if they're all behaving themselves. Hello, how's it going? Let's get these cameras on. Give me a sec. With any luck. Okay, we're on. Overhead is on, shoulder is on, microscope is on. I have the remote. What's the plan? Oh, I don't think we'll be coding today. I've got a little power supply I want to fix, which is something I was looking at in the last stream. It's just for the little LCD monitor that I use to monitor the chat. And then I've still got that charity donation box I'm working through, so there's piles of machines and things behind me. So as long as we don't get too distracted, I was just going to start picking things up and going through them. Or you could all just watch me solve this. Got one piece left to figure out. No, not really. Although we could do some Rubik's Cube solve. Quite handy with a Rubik's Cube, actually. Anyway, what about my cameras? Let's try, I think this is shoulder. Let's jump you to the mainstream. Here we go. Okay, shoulder works. Overhead. Overhead. I'm going to get an upgrade, I think, to this HDMI switcher. You know those Blackmagic ones which nicely transition between multiple inputs without a big gap like this. Yeah, microscope works. That's cool. Let's go back overhead. Okay, we're overhead. Nice. So I can monitor chat. I'm just going to turn this monitor around, and I'll scoot over there. I do need to see what you're seeing though, so I know what's going on. I'm not going to do that. Let's just maximize this window. Lovely. But should we just solve this cube a few times? You know what? There's such a big delay with YouTube. I did select ultra low latency today. So, you know, fingers crossed it does get a bit better, but I am seeing quite a delay on the YouTube stream already. This isn't my best cube, not by a long shot. I'll just mix it up and see how it goes. Stream Elements bot running. I don't really know what the Stream Elements bot does, I'm afraid, and I don't really have enough arms to interact with it while I'm doing a stream. Here we are. Let's solve this cube, shall we? So I'm gonna go white cross, just because it's safer. Okay, here we go. There's me cross done. That's one. One edge done. I haven't finished the cross. Oh god, it's all gone wrong already. Okay, where was I? Bit of F2L. And that's me 2 edges done. I know this. OLL. I think I know this PLL. No, I don't. I know this one. How's that? Not too bad for someone who's a bit rusty. I think I've got a stream indicator on here that tells me how many frames we're dropping. Let me just have a little look, because I'm trying with a Ethernet cable today instead of using Wi-Fi, which should be a big improvement. Let's see, it says excellent stream health. Woo, that's good, isn't it? Not too sure where this dropped frames statistic is though. Anyway, it looks pretty good. Let's put that cube away. We might come back to that shortly. Finger dexterity doesn't feel as 100% as it used to be. And this isn't a very good cube. Where is my good cube? No, I don't know what I've done with it. Got millions of these. Anyway, this is the little cheap power supply that I took apart. And this is what powers my little LCD screen over here, which I like to have the chat feed on. And it stopped working. And I think it might have stopped working because I just left it powered on forever. And on testing it, the rectifying Schottky diode had gone. And I bunged in the wrong diode to see if I could fix it, and no, it didn't fix it. So I've got the right diodes now. Got these Schottkys, and these should be able to switch fast enough for handling the pulses, or at least the frequency of the wave on the output side. So I'm going to remove this one here, which I did put in, which was the wrong type. I think I'll just cut it out for ease sake. I've cut that leg too short really on it anyway to reuse it. Let's get it in a vise. Let's bring out the good old Maplin vise. R.I.P. Maplin. Where am I working here? There. Just hold it by the transformer, hey? That'll be alright, I'm sure. And we can heat up the iron. Good afternoon. Thanks for popping in. How's it going? I hope you guys have the nice weather that we've got over here. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't know actually if Maplin is still going. But this is my memento anyway. I think I've still got some Arduino-y Raspberry Pi stuff as well that I bought from there. Unfortunately, when I took this apart, I didn't expect I'd be able to fix it, so I just put the plug casing in the vise, and I have broken it a bit. I might just have to glue it together or tape it up. Now, I've enjoyed learning about how these switch mode power supplies work. We get quite a few of them at the repair cafe actually, which on tomorrow actually. Sometimes they're a bit more complicated than this if they're part of a DVD player or something a bit more premium than a cheap Chinese monitor. Okay. Let's get this all dialed out anyway. I was planning to do this stream a bit earlier, but the weather's so nice, I decided to schedule it later just to enjoy the garden and go outside a bit. Yeah, good thinking. I'm guessing I'm going to need to open it again at some point. I'm not going to go too crazy with the glue. That should do the trick. Okay, solder sucker. Do I need it? I do on this side. Lovely. Nice tube of solder. I'm very lazy. I just stuff all the old solder bits in my old wool. So when this gets a bit too full, I'll probably add it to the solder moon, which I'm making. Oh, switch. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I've come across them. Hmm. Maybe we can revisit Maplin sometime soon. Okay. Let's go for it. Let's put the Schottky diode in. Now, the little line there, can you see that? The little line on the silk screen, that lines up with the line on the casing, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure about that. What's the worst that could happen? I think the worst that could happen is it just doesn't produce any output. The pulses wouldn't be rectified, and that wouldn't be the end of the world, maybe? What do I do? Do I take this out now? The legs are so thick. Okay, that's fine. Let's get some solder. I'm not planning magic smoke. And when I did power this up with the slow switching diode in, it didn't produce magic smoke. It just produced an unstable output voltage, which wasn't sufficient to turn on the little screen. Stay still. Oh god, that's better. Should have left it in the vise. Okay, there we go. It's possible the capacitors went bad as well, I suppose. I'm being very lazy here, I should get some blue tack. Alright. Isocyanate. To be honest, I don't know what that is, and I don't want to smell it. Let's ping that off there. That's a bit proud. This is gonna ping. Found it. Okay, that's good. Now, they've gone for 2 red wires, obviously, to hook this up. Now, let me just think. That one's live, right? So live and neutral. And they are, so they put this little bit of tape on to isolate the top of the capacitors and stuff. So we put live and neutral on there. That's the starting point. Okay. I'm gonna need to strip this back a little bit. Not the heftiest wire in the world for 240 volts. Mains. That's okay. Well, live is on the left there. So they've sort of arranged the PCB backwards, haven't they? Because live is, the fuse is on the right, so that's where live would be. So I need to solder. They're totally connected by fat traces, so I just need to solder that onto there. Maybe I'll expose a little bit more copper. Okay, it's a bit better. Actually, is there a... It is sort of through hole. I could go through hole. Maybe. I should just tin this first. What the god? I've turned my iron off. Okay, let's warm that up again. Interestingly, this is a two-sided PCB, I should say. One layer, but you've got the bridge rectifier there. and I think this might be some sensing circuitry. Also some stuff over here. And all the big bits are on the top with the main switching chip here and a little optocoupler. And there's a safety capacitor here connecting the primary and secondary. You can see that there's no electrical connection between the primary and secondary, it's all separated. And the only things connecting it are an optocoupler, which is obviously just an LED in a case. And then this safety capacitor, which is for dissipating noise, because this switch is so fast, it produces so much noise and interference. This gives the noise a path. And these blue capacitors, they can only fail, if this is a real safety capacitor, can only fail open circuit. It can't fail short circuit. It means your device, your small 12 volt DC device, can't go live with mains voltage, in theory. So let's just try and clear these. Maybe I should go for the John Wick first. God, this is thin. Why did I buy this? In a minute. Better. So I'm really going to regret being lazy with my blue tack. Lovely. And let's go for this one too. Fantastic. Why? Okay. So I'm just checking on my stream bits. Don't trust them. So live is going over here to the left. I can pop that into that hole, in theory. And solder it up. And make sure I've fully covered the joint. Very nice. And this one, have I tinned it? I haven't tinned it, but whatever. Don't need to. It will be tinned. Okay. Are we frozen? Yeah, I think we're frozen. No danger of those bits causing any trouble. Maybe I should just trim them down to be sure. So that's good. My insulation tape is still in place. Where's the other half of the case? That's the other half of the case. And it goes together like this. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does go that way around. Okay, it wasn't swapped because the LED has to illuminate here. So I've got this is the cable, and very piddly little wires. Oh, it should be sufficient for what we want. Maybe I'll just try and strip back a little bit more. I think maybe I will tin these so I get a good connection, because I think these are just going to be soldered onto pads rather than through hole. Cut that back a bit too much. Wait a minute. Okie dokie. Alright. Let me just double check. Yeah, live is going to live. So there's a little positive and a negative, but they're marked on the top side. So then I have to find the bit on the bottom side. So that's positive there. And I think there's still a bit of wire left in there from a lot of solder. Okay, let's get it on there. I'm going to make a bold assumption that red is positive. And where was I? Here. Oh yeah, there's the bit of wire. Get rid of that. Good, that's frozen nicely. Negative is actually here, so that's just either side of this smoothing capacitor. I guess that makes sense. That almost looks like it's bridged to that resistor, but maybe it's meant to be connected there. Please melt. Yeah. Looks a little bit sloppy. Hang on a minute. Yeah. It's alright. I just tidy up a little bit. Shall I do a quick check that I've got the polarity right? Beepy mode. Like, you won't be able to hear these beeps because it's going to be filtered out. But turn to positive, I should think. Yeah, 4 ohms of resistance through the wire. And then that's got to be, yeah, and short beep when I connect positive to negative as the capacitor charges. So what I want to know is, will we get magic smoke? Hope not. Let's try and just clip it back together a bit. Keep these wires sort of neat. Wonder. And little grommet there. Got stilts all over it, this thing. Okay, it's back together. I guess you're going to want to see magic smoke. So I will plug it in. There's no signal. Hang on a minute. Put it on shoulder camera right about now. Okay. I'm gonna, once as zoomed in as this lens will go, I'm gonna plug it in over there at the back and see what happens. Okay, we've got a green light. That's good. No smoke yet. I'll bring you back over there, overhead. We will measure the output first. So we're expecting 12 volts DC. 12.3. Not too bad. So in theory, this should now be able to power a little gap monitor screen. Let's switch back over. You can see it come to life. Alright, let's try it. Power. Power. Yes. It's alive. There's my desktop. Where's multi-chat gone? There's multi-chat. I should be able to slide you over there now. Yeah. Someone say hello, please. Let's see if it comes up. Ah, yes. Cool. Fixed it. That's good. That's a good start. Guess you can't see that from over there, but it's working. What is Space Desk, please? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's tidy up a little bit. Bonjour. Not too much wick. Not enough stuff to wick up. There's your PC screen. Oh, no, I'm not. This is actually just hooked up with a long HDMI cable that I've plumbed around the back. It's a bit more simple for me. A simple mind. Quite nice just to have you guys here though. I'm watching on the YouTube playback here. There is a big delay, you know. It kind of sucks. I wish it wasn't so slow. Anyway, I can put this now, these diodes away somewhere, and move on. What am I going to move on to though, chaps? I've got spectrums coming out of my ears, and I have made a start on one. Let's have a look. Was it this one? No, it could be a candidate. Must be this one. Yeah, this guy. This guy has issues. You'll notice it's got lots of chips removed. They're over here. There was all kinds of patches made on this one. I've cut them out because I'm going to do it again. So I've got pictures of those patches. It's had some botched repair work, I think. And I think watching me desolder sockets and check continuity might not be the most entertaining way to spend your Friday evening. So I'm gonna shelf that one. We'll pick a fresh one up that I haven't looked at yet. Maybe this guy. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. When I bought my piano, I did have the idea of buying a tablet so that I could have music on there. It's a smart piano I've got though, which can hook up with Bluetooth, but in the end I just use paper sheet music. I think I'm a bit old-fashioned with that, to be honest. Not that I ever play the damn thing. I've been playing my guitar more often these days than anything else. This one, there's a clue already on it. You don't get any points for just trying to tell me what you think's wrong. But I don't know if I'm convinced yet about this, because in this batch I've had a few with hints, and they've been wrong. So does it need a new coil? I don't know. It's dirty though, it needs a clean, I'll tell you that. Let's have a look. Let's investigate. This could be fun. These, by the way, come from the charity donation box, which I got a little while ago. And I'm still working through it. There's a lot to go at in that box. We have raised about 600 quid so far for the charity though, which is good. First thing I'm going to do is remove this reset switch, which for some reason they've absolutely welded to this massive ground plane down here. Let's try and get that out. Okay, there we go. I think actually I'm going to wick that up. Oh, that's nice, yeah. I do have problems with flipping music, especially when you buy tab books and they're not ring bound. Why don't they ring bind music books? Because otherwise you're battling with it, aren't you? It keeps trying to spring back. Let's wick this up because it's messy. We don't like that. Books everywhere. I know I should cut this tape, but I'm lazy. You might have figured that out already. I realise that I'll never get this looking original now with this solder on here because it forms a real metallurgical bond, doesn't it? Yeah, there's just no way. Well, never mind. So let's investigate. It needs new capacitors anyway. But maybe we should... God, it's dirty. Can't see that any parts have been replaced except for... What's this? TR8. What issue is it? 4A, okay. It seems to have had a DC-DC mod as well. Must be a factory mod. Okay. Oof. Don't know what's happened to this poor guy as well. This capacitor looks rough. This one's wonky. But they look factory fitted, so maybe someone in the factory was having a bad day. Okay. Shall we remove the heatsink first, so we've got something to go at? It's a good easy first job. Oh, it's dusty. It's very dusty. The case this came out of was pretty rough as well. Had a very eventful day yesterday. I saw my cat playing with something in the garden, and it was a baby bird. Very young baby bird, and it didn't look in too bad shape, but you can't really do anything with it because I can't get it back in its nest. We ended up driving out to the wildlife hospital and leaving it with the wildlife hospital, which was fun. Didn't know that was on our doorstep, and they've even given us a QR code to scan so we can check on it, you know, in a few days. Not very hopeful, but would be a nice story if it made it. Someone's had a sticker on this. Maybe it's like a test passed sticker. We're trying to figure out how she got the damn thing. I can't see that my cat would have climbed up to a bird's nest and picked it up. I think more likely that it fell out. I'm telling myself that anyway. Oh, this is horrible. Monkey. So where do we start? I'm going to start with having a drink and continuity or resistance checks. Resistance. Got alcoholic spirit everywhere. We're going to check what the resistance is from power supply pins on these. I don't know if, I assume everyone here knows what the way around a specky, but these are the lower RAM chips. Oh, well, they're RAM chips. They split them into lower and upper banks. They're different types of chips, and this particular type of chip has 3 voltage supplies. So up here is -5 volts, and we have a big resistance there to ground, mega ohms. This is 12 volts, kilo ohms, that's not too bad, and 5 volts is kilo ohms. That's not too bad, to be honest. I don't think I'd expect mega ohms on the -5 volts, but you get different readings on this test every time you switch the board or switch your multimeter. So how do we know it needs a coil? I don't know, I'm not convinced. Maybe we can check the resistance over the coil. So I expect to get continuity on each side. Yes. And I should have no continuity between the coils. Is correct. Mega ohms. Mega ohms. Does it need a coil? Did smoke come out of it? Maybe that would be a reason to think it needs a coil. Anyway, I don't even know if I have any coils, to be honest. What's my next test? My next test is normally current draw. So I've got a bench supply over here. Let's have a look. And I've got these banana plugs that never want to stay put. They always slide away. I don't know why. I must have built them wrong. Where is the... No, I think I've... That should be fine. Anyway, yeah, these plugs always don't stay in. They slide out when I try and plug it in. Anyway, the reason I've got the black cable in the red plug, by the way, is because the spectrum is 10 to negative. What's this set to at the minute? It's set to 9 volts, that's good. What about the current limit? 0.8 amps, that's okay. So I'm going to plug it in, I'll tell you what the current draw is. Current draw is 0.5 amps, which is right. It's very noisy though. I think that I've heard that the coil is the reason it whines, but current draw seems okay. So the next test is voltages, and could really put the heatsink back on, but we can be quick. I'll use a little alligator clip. I say little, these probes are a bit strange. I have to put this on first, and then the alligator clip. I end up with this thing which is about 1 foot long. And we'll stick that on there. We'll set to DC voltage measurement. And first of all, we want 5 volts. So let's see if we get 5 volts. No, we don't. Did we not have a good connection there to the modulator case? Let's just do it by hand. Yeah, we do have 5 volts. 12. Yes, we have 12. -5. Actually, I don't see why this shouldn't work. The only issue it's got so far is it's noisy, and that could be the coil. Maybe I'll just quickly Google it. Let's just scoot back over here a sec. Hello. Let's see. High-pitched whining, very commonly caused by the coil. Okay. Maybe I'll replace it and see if it fixes it. Maybe we'll learn something. Whoops. I don't know if I've got any though. I've got a little drawer over here that says coils on it, so let's see. Oh yeah, there's some coils, look. Shame you can't hear it, because you don't know what I'm complaining about. If I hold it up close here to my microphone. No, you can't really hear that. Oh well. Can we replace it? Let's replace it. See what happens. I think these are brand new, actually, looking at them. Yeah. But they're not potted. This one seems to be potted, which is kind of nice. Does this only go in one way? Yeah, it does. So we need to clear these joints. Talking about guitars is dangerous. I've been browsing recently and the algorithm has caught on and keeps sending me guitar adverts. I can't afford it. Oh, big beefy legs, big beefy joints, but hopefully this won't put up too much resistance to desolder. Looking okay so far. The problem with the beefy legs is you can't waggle them very easily. You know, with the pins on the RAM chips, you can waggle them free. These are just too rigid. You can get in a right mess sometimes trying to remove components like this. This isn't going too badly, and my solder gun's not actually getting jammed for once. It normally waits until I'm on a live stream to jam. Oh, there we go. Getting a bit sticky. Let's have a look then. Not giving it up just yet. Not really surprising. Let's just try and have a bit of a waggle and encourage and persuade it to come out. And there's no waggling happening here. Let's have a look. These two pins look like they're a little bit too busy still. I'll put some fresh solder in. Get it all nice and flowy. Looks a little bit better. What about this one? Can't really cut these legs either. Too much of a brutal operation, I'd say. Come on, baby. Be nice to me. Also don't want to damage the joints. This guy's been a bit stubborn. That one seems to be free-ish. This one's misbehaving a little bit. So this one's looking a bit too shiny too. Might have to break out the Moo gun in a minute. especially since the solder sucker's getting a bit stiff. Try just redoing this one again. Stubborn thing. And see how he could get in a right mess with this. Another big problem is, in order to waggle the pins, because they're so big, you apply a bit more force than you really want to. You know, applying force with a soldering iron is a no. A no. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Could be good. Yeah, it just seems to be held on the right hand side. That felt good. Now it seems to be... Nope, it was free. Hang on. Gotcha. Doesn't look like too much damage has happened. Chance to use the microscope just to have a look out of interest more than anything. Two. You can see the little windings going down to their pins. I don't know what it is that would make it noisy. What makes this make noise? I don't know. I'm not clever enough to tell you. Nice that it's sort of, it's not potted, but it's wrapped, isn't it? There's them beefy legs I was talking about. Wouldn't like to be manufacturing these by hand. Bent that one. Anyway, let's just compare it to the new one. It's not potted. They've used two different colours of enamel. Well, let's see how it goes. As I said, it appears to be okie design, so it only goes in one way. It's got a bent leg too. You know what, you could force this in the wrong way if you weren't being careful. Can I do this without blue tack? Solder this one in place first. And God, that was still molten. Get it nice and flush and give it a good amount of time to freeze. Is it frozen? No, it's frozen. Good. And we'll sew it up and have a listen, see if it's quietened down a bit. Heating these joints for a good 5 or 6 seconds, just because everything's so thick on this part. And we soldered up. This could do with a little bit more. Do with a little bit more. All right. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see if it's noisy. Ah, much better. Yeah. I know you couldn't hear it before, but take my word for it. So this came from a box full of computers and full of parts. and the person who bought them all was intending to refurbish all the computers with the parts. So some of the parts were these Draco regulators, and you can argue amongst yourselves if you think these are a good thing or not. I'm going to fit it anyway. Is that going to come out? No. So here we are. This is a switching regulator. Hey, how's it going? What are we doing? We're fixing some computers. These will be sold eventually for charity. I'm trying to get through these as quickly as I can. I also have another video in the works which is requiring quite a lot of research for me because it's about Raspberry Pi. Let me show you this. This is a drop-in Z80. How about that? Using a RP2350, using PIO to emulate the Z80 functions. There's also a ESP32 chip on there which gives Wi-Fi and some storage. This could eventually turn into like a Pi Storm or ZX Spectrum. You could have games on here and diagnostic tools and Wi-Fi connectivity. You could do a lot with this. I'm quite excited, but the first thing we're going to do is just try and get it working as a drop-in Z80 replacement. So let's remove this regulator. This is not safe for work. I'm going to cut this out off camera. Sorry everyone. But they cost about 50p. I don't want to be salvaging 40-year-old parts which could fry things. And let's get these pins out. Let's get the Maplin vise back. Tend to just grip this by the modulator, which sounds nasty. And I can, let me get this the right way around. Just use my snippies to hold the legs and then heat the other side of the board. This would be how I recap the thing as well. I don't know if we'll do that today on stream or not. And we'll have to clear these joints as well, obviously, before we put in our switching regulator. And the switching regulator is going to run much cooler than the 7805 which it was built with, which you could argue is good for the chips. Okay, it's out. I'm alright, thanks. Enjoying the weather. Spent today building a greenhouse. A very small greenhouse, one that leans against the wall, but a greenhouse all the same. So my chili plants have got somewhere to live now that isn't in the house. And the house will hopefully not be overrun by fruit flies anymore. How are you? My solder pump has cleared itself. That's nice of it. Actually off to Malta on Monday. Excited about that. How do I get this to clear? Come on now. This is the ground pin, so there's normally a bit more heat sinking going on. There we go. So, switching regulator going in. that way around. Oh, it's not going to stay in place. Can I be lazy and put it on something? Maybe this. It's fine. Okay, that's nice. And we want it to be sitting nice and flush, so I'll just reheat it and push it with my finger. Good. So with that in place, this board should work. And it already has a composite mod. Is that 100 microfarad capacitor? I hope so. Can't read the markings. Take my word for it. Yes, it is. Let's tidy a little bit. And reach for a video cable. Basic logging program for ham radio. Oh wow, that's fun. I never got into radio so much, so it all goes a bit over my head, but what does your program log? Do you mean it's been written in BASIC, or it is a BASIC program? And judging by the chat delay, I think I'm still getting the big latency on YouTube, so sorry if it seems like it takes me ages to read your message. For some reason it's a lot better on Twitch. I swear I chose low latency. I'll do that now? Probably not. Oh yeah, normal latency. Oh, I can't change that now. Okay, I'm gonna do low latency next time, sorry about that. Oh, cool. Yeah, that would be ideal for sheet music, wouldn't it? Huh. I need something like that. Although, I don't own a tablet. And I don't even own a laptop. I've never owned a laptop of my own, except for my work one. And I've been looking at a new desktop PC, so a new laptop's a long way away. Anyway. Turn my iron off for the time being, and let's plug in this composite cable, and I'll keep using the bench supply for now. And let's see what we get. I'm going to point you here, sorry, a bit of a bumpy ride. See what we get. It's working. Very nice. That means this was working all along, which is super duper. So what should we do? What should we do? There's a bit of crap in the keyboard connectors. I should sort that out. And we should test it. That's what we should do. Okay, so it's like remote desktop, right? I guess it's like remote desktop, but to your phone, which is really nice. That would be good for... definitely for music. Wonder what else. I've never played a Tick Attack, to be honest. Maybe we'll play it today. That could be something fun later on. I know it's a well-renowned game. I never played it yet. I'm sure I've got it on one of these SD cards around here somewhere. Bear with me, I'm just rummaging for a... This is the Detonator. This has a Diagnostic ROM built in. The Detonator works. That's nice. If I hold this button down and plug it in, okay, the speaker works, it's beeping. And now it's going to run the diagnostic routine. Turn these lights off for you. This is the lower RAM test. Pass. ROM pass. Upper RAM. Pass. This looks good. Nice, that one's fixed. You're messing with some scripting that makes it more roguelike. Oh, okay. Oh man, I wish I knew the game, and I would understand what you're trying to do. Let's have a play on it later. Later on this evening when we've finished fixing things. Alright, that's cool. That works. Okay, what we're not going to do today is service it, because that's boring. I was wondering if you had any games you wanted to try out with the Rumble pack, actually. More for fun than anything else. This is fixed. Where are my stickers? I had stickers everywhere in it. There's some stickers. Keep these down. The next question is, do I have a pen handy? Oh, I see, okay. Hey, yeah, that could work as a roguelike. I see what you're saying. There's some pens. Let's go with pink. To be honest, all you need to know for the etiquette is when do you want it to rumble? When do you want it to rumble? And then find a memory, any memory write operation in the source code. You don't need to modify it, which happens when that event happens, and there always will be one. I'm just going to write service on this sticker. And I'll remember. I'll put one on the case too. Yeah, so when you hit an enemy, it's either going to write somewhere that enemy doesn't exist anymore, or it's going to write somewhere the remaining health of that enemy, I guess, something like that. So you could just look for that event and respond to that. Yeah, exactly. So the memory address and the value is all you need. And you can make it do whatever you want because it's an Arduino sketch. You could make it rumble a tune if you wanted, or a long one, or a little blip, or multiple blips. Let's put this back in this horrible case. And I now know I only need to service that. That's nice. Where is it? There it is. So, yeah, this is the interface anyway, if that's in focus. But this thing, that's an Arduino chip, and it's flashed to behave like an Arduino, and you can plug in USB here. So what it does is you can type any memory address you want, then Spectrum internal memory, into your code and say, if that code changes, check the value, and if the value is this or that, do something. And you've got all of these outputs to play with. So that example I had was just a rumble pack, but obviously you can have health bars, you could have an LED strip or a scoreboard on an LCD screen. You could do anything really. Like we had sound files playing, didn't we, on Scramble for certain events, which was nice. That worked. And the rumble pack's just one idea, and it's just one pin is needed. Well, and power and ground, which you get over here. You know what? I've just realized I've only put one power and ground pin on this. So if you have multiple devices, you're going to have to, yeah, sneak power and ground from somewhere else or break it off. Anyway, yeah, lots of possibilities with that. I'm going to bring it to, I don't know if you're coming, but I'm going to bring it over to Retrofest next month. We're all, the YouTube crowd are all sharing a couple of tables, so one table. So I'll have my Rumble pack going as something for people to play with. Shall we grab the next one? Oh, you're still in, okay. Crash. Yeah, hopefully I can come to Crash. Hopefully the work doesn't get in the way. Oh yeah, maybe a Tick Attack could be a good one. I thought Jetpack would be a good sort of grab and have a quick goal game, because it's very intuitive, isn't it? This has already been done. Have I done this? Oh yeah, I fixed this one on the last stream. Oh, okay, I must use stickers. Let's just double check it still works. Yeah, that works an absolute treat. Yeah, I went in with Jetpack. I went into detail on the video on the Rumble pack that by using the attributes for the animations, gave you the status of explosions and things, so you could easily find good moments to rumble. That's a good idea with the bike engine. I mean, I'm just using a simple rumble pack, but you could get all kinds of audio devices for breadboard projects and plug them in, which would be fun. Not much to do with that one. That's ready for a service, so let's go for the next one. This one says number 10 on it. It's got some kind of a DC mod done. That's not how I do it. I don't know if that's going to work right or not. Death Chase. Have I played that? I remember Death Race was an old like PC sort of DOS game. But that should be easy to do as well, shouldn't it? If there's like a speed, variable somewhere, we could read whenever that gets written to and modify frequency. Let's go with resistance then. Start with the -5 volts supply. Mega ohms, good. Kilo ohms, good. Kilo ohms. Looks okay. What about the current draw? 0.7 amps. Good, okay. 0.7 is about right for an old school 7805 regulator. We should have -5. Yes. 12, yes. 4.99. That's pretty good. I think this is going to work as well. Yeah, this one works. Let's have a look. Here's our splash screen. Let's run a diagnostic ROM on it. Hasn't had any chips replaced. What is it? It's another 4A and it has a 7 ULA, so it should be pretty good. Does it run the Dandinator? Yeah, it does. Let's run the ROM. The screen goes all colourful in the lower memory test because that is where the graphical data is stored. So as it writes data to it for the purpose of the test, you can't stop the ULA fetching it and putting it on the screen. Okay, this one works too. Nice. So these all really just need a service and we'll be able to sell them on, raise a bit more money. Awesome. Sorry, I'm bouncing you around. Well, let's do another sticker, because I'm not very organized with these. Service. Mega. Okay. Let's tidy up a little bit. I've got something a bit more challenging next down here. There's a box of interface 1s, which is the microdrive interface. I've got one here. There's loads of these and loads of microdrives in the box, and I want to move these on as well, because these are still sought after. I don't know if you can tell. This one's got a spot of doom. The ULA chip sits right under here, and when it's melted, a little spot on there, it means the ULA is cooked and needs replacing. And I've got some replacements, which is very good. So let's take it apart, shall we? It's been a while since I've gone into one of these. I think, I don't quite remember, but I think you just have to undo the screws on the back to get into it. And I've got some working microdrives to test it with, and I've got some working interface 1s as well for testing. So let's see what we can find. And otherwise, good nick this. Yeah, there's the bottom off. Someone's drawn on it. Oh, that looks shiny new. These two screws are super long because they actually fit into the screw holes on the Spectrum. It all holds together nicely. Let's make sure we don't get them mixed up. So this should come out. We shouldn't have to. Do I have to remove anything else? I don't think so. I know there's 2 screws here, but they're holding the connector on. What am I missing here? Oh yeah, it's the 2 screws on the top. It's not the 2 screws on the bottom. Get these out. Are these shorter? Yeah, and keep them separate. Hello. That's Mrs. Diodes in the garden. You having a nice time out there? I can hear the birds singing. Very awkward to get this out. There we go. Okay, it's out. Now, here's our ULA, which I think has frazzled because there's a hotspot on the case and it doesn't look like it's being replaced. Maybe... I wonder if we should... Is it worth testing it, or should we just replace this ULA straight away? Are we risking doing more damage by testing it? Tell you what might be interesting. Let's look at it with the thermal camera. Oh, we won't be able to, will we? Because we have to plug it into a Spectrum. Of course. So I've got a Spectrum here. And you see it plugs in like this. Is it? It's not going to short like that. No, it's not. Let's see. I've got the manual down here for these things. And I think there's a command that you type in. Yeah. I don't know about a command to troubleshoot or to check that the interface 1 works, but you could plug in a working micro drive, which I've got here. And with a good cartridge, which I also have. Here's our micro drive. And this is my cartridge, which does work. Pop that there. And I've got a cable here to hook it all up. I just want to know for definite that we've got a broken interface 1, so I can plug this micro drive in like that. Just check we're not shorting anything. No, we're not. That's good. Didn't get to use the thermal camera. And I'm going to need a keyboard. Where have I got a good keyboard? In a minute. Got one on here somewhere. It's definitely not that one. This one's got a new keyboard membrane in. Plug that in as well. And let's just see what happens when I plug in. This is interesting. Oh, straight to current limiting. Interesting. Maybe. Okay, yeah. We just needed a smidge more. So what do? We type cat. See the screen. Cat 1. Nope, that didn't do anything. I tried typing new. Can anyone remember where new is on these keyboards? Cat format. Meanwhile, that UL is probably cooking new. Cat 1. No. Something's very wrong, I think. Because nothing happened on the screen. Unfortunately. Let's just get this off the back of the specky. Is that hot? Not particularly hot. However, I'm going to put in the good interface 1, which is this one. And I'm just going to do the same thing. See if I get a good result. Put the keyboard back in. I'll let you watch along with me. Bring you up here. Power it up. Well, now the micro drive started spinning, which is a bit interesting. 1. No, that's not doing it either. Where's new gone again? I'm being blind. Where is new? New. Cat 1. Are they just cat? No. Oh, it's not happy about something. You know what? This was definitely a good interface 1 and a good micro drive. I swear that cat 1 should be. Sorry, you can't see what I'm typing. I'll show you what's happening. Cat 1's not doing anything. and this micro drive is just spinning. Ah, something's not right. Something isn't right, and that's disappointing. I wonder if it's maybe something with this spectrum. I'm just going to swap it for another one. Which one should I use? I've got some good ones around. I'll try using the Harlequin. Could be interesting. It was the spectrum somehow. Something was wrong with the spectrum. Maybe it was the M1 line. So, yeah. You can see my test program has been found on the microdrive card. So, this interface and this microdrive definitely works. So I will... This is the Harlequin, by the way. We'll keep using that because that works. Let's take this working interface out then and get our test one back in. Putting it in naked. We're going to go in. I think the board is quite thick on this Harlequin. Okay, it's in. That's in, and we can plug in the microdrive. Try again. But nothing's happened there. Didn't spin. Well, Cat 1 is spinning it up. That's interesting. Looks like it's working. Yeah, it's found my test program. It looks like this interface actually works. Nice. I wonder if it can load the test program. So it's a bit of a mouthful to load something. Let's see. First I have to find load on this keyboard, which isn't a common thing. There we are, load, and then a star, and then M1, so that's microdrive 1, and then test. And I put a capital T just to spite myself. And it's loading. Very noisy. I don't know what this program is, what it does. Oh, file not found. Oh, that's not good. Try that again. Load, star, M1, test. Spinning. Still file not found. Maybe this interface does have a problem. Let's just check another Cat 1, see if it comes up with the program. Yeah, there's test. So load, star, M1, test. It's spinning, file not found again. Okay, now I don't know if that's a problem with the interface or with the microdrive, so I'm going to put the good interface back in, which is tested and has a sticker on. Must mean it's working. And power up. And I should be able to load, star, M1 test. It's actually spinning quieter, I think, than the previous one. Still file not found. Oh, that's a shame, because it was on there. Okay, then I'm gonna have to try a different micro drive. So, although this one did appear to be working, I've got this one, which is a V drive. It's actually an SD card. So this should remove the variability of the old analog micro drives. And that beeps instead of spinning. Yeah, you might be right, Frank, but this is one that I've... Is it? Yeah, this is one that I've fixed up before and I'm sure it was working right. Let's have a look. Let's try, see if I've got anything on this SD card that will come up when I do a Cat 1. Yeah, we've got test and test prog, and it's formatted to 126 bytes, which is amazing. So load star M1 test. Loading. Hoping we see OK in a second. File not found again. Am I doing something wrong here? Am I doing something wrong? I'm definitely typing in the command correctly. M1 test. Unless this simulated microdrive has simulated unreliability. Now that's still doing file not found. Do the Cat 1 again. This interface 1 I'm using has been fully restored. Invalid stream. That's bad. I wonder if I've got a bad cable. A new cable though. Let's go straight in with the load command. Load M1. Still giving me file not found. Let's try the Cat 1. There's my programs. Load star M1. This is definitely M1 because it's the first in the chain, I think. Test prog. Okay. Oh, there it is. So now it's just printing high. So that means that this interface 1 works, and this is the one. This is the one is from my box of bits that work. So that makes sense. I can now take this out of the system and plug in the naked one. Everything's ready. Power it up. Made a good beep. Well, the command that worked was load star M1. I think it was called test prog. Okay. Cool. It works. There is a test you can do to figure out if the interface 1 is using a new or an old ROM. We're back over here now. I'm going to quickly Google ZX Spectrum Interface 1 Test Switch ROM version. I think I'd know this by now. Data serve retro will have the answer. In a minute. Here's data serve retro. Oh look, that's what the inside of the cartridge looks like. That's nice. Tape pulls out from the center. Oh god. So there you are. Close 0. That's hard to read, isn't it? Close #0 : print peak 23729. Let's give that a try. Scooting back over. So now I need to find the close button, which must be on here somewhere. Again, it's not one that you use very often. Oh, hello, how's it going? Thanks for dropping in. We're just messing around with micro drives, which is a good, reliable thing to do on a live stream. Can you tell me where the close button is on the keyboard, please? Beep, clear, ink, comp, paper, CLS, flash, border, bright, next, over, pause, inverse, read, stop, new, restore, no, 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 no. Circle, no. There it is. I got it. Close 0. I have no idea how this command works. Oh, you nearly had it. It was 5. It was 5. Impressive. So close. What was it? #0. Now I need to find the colon button. I've only ever used semicolon. There it is. And then print peak 23729. No, I didn't do peak. I did out. Zero. So this is an early ROM. Closes a data stream. Oh, okay. Good to know. So that means that this interface only needs capacitors doing, which is a bit tricky because of this one all the way under there. But I think we should do it. Let's change the capacitors. The reason I'm going to do it, even though it's working, is charity donation included specifically capacitors for interface 1s. But this means I have to rummage through this drawer now and look for the bag that has them in. Is it 47 microfarad? I think it's 47 microfarad for these interfaces. I'm just throwing everything on the floor. That's not it. That's screws. That's a DC mode. That's a Raspberry Pi. What about this one? Capacitor packs. No, this isn't. These are ZX81 capacitor packs. Issue 2s, that's no good. Here we go. Found it. Oh, the overlay's on. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my fault. That's because I'm in studio mode. Thank you. Let me come out of studio mode. guys. Still getting to grips with this. So these little capacitor packs are nicely put together. Need this web page open on my own screen either, do I? Okay. This looks like Retroleum's doing, is it? That's handy. A little guide. So, pen, soldering iron needs to go on. Let's do the Rubik's Cube while it charges up. Okay, we're scrambled. Let's go with white cross again because I've got red already. Okay, here we go. That's my cross done. Now F2L, that's one done. Two done. Three done. Done. Can't remember that. Can remember that one. Can't remember that one. I can remember that one. Just says the iron's done. Hi Dan. We're fixing an interface 1. Ta-da. Saying that, it worked. I thought this one was dead, and I'll tell you why. Because there's the melty spot on the case. Normally means the ULA is gone. But maybe this one had a case swap, or maybe it was used a lot, and we know that ULAs run hot anyway. So we haven't had to replace it. Once we got our test setup working, it's actually fine. So let me just check that the polarity is marked correctly. Yeah, it is. We have to be careful working around this transistor as well, this mod. Okay, what we're going to do, let's get these capacitors out. These ones are easy, I can just cut these legs. However, this one is really delicate and I don't really want to cut. Yeah, I do. I'm going to cut that leg without cutting the head off that transistor. I'm going to have to waggle this out. So, is this another job for the vise? I think it might be. Don't really want to hold this by... don't want to hold this by the edge connector because that is basically on stilts. And I'll bend them. Yeah, I'll take that, Dan. That's a winner. Means this should be pretty easy to be prepared to sell it. Let's go with these connectors here. There's these audio looking connectors. That's nice. No longer lets you do it that quick. Does that mean that once upon a time you were a wizard? Oh, here's my cat. Hi cat. You come to help? No, she's Richard Parkering me straight to the cat flap. Okay. Okay, now this one is a pig to get out. I think I'm just gonna be a bit rough with it. I don't want to damage anything in the process. It's obviously not very happy about not being pulled out directly upwards. Come on. Got it. I hope that's... yeah. I didn't pull the joint out with it. That's good. Oh, cool, yeah, the 4x4. 4x4 is very tricky because it behaves exactly the same as the 3x3. But you get parity, you get these impossible situations, you need to learn a couple of extra algorithms. I don't know, Mr. H-Box, I think you could still learn to do it. I can teach you. The methods are so refined these days compared to when it came out that you only need to memorize a couple of sequences of moves really to be able to solve it, and you just have to repeat them over and over again. What's that, Alan? Oh, cool, yeah. That's wicked. So anything you can think of, you can make a device react to it, and maybe the good starting point is to think about what you might want to do with a rumble pack. That video, that 49x49 video, is one of my favorite videos. It's so precise and so dedicated that I love it. I think that person is an absolute genius. And it's official, you know, it's got the record because it can be scrambled, right? It can be made into a crosshatch pattern, I should say. Okay, so we've got the capacitors out. Now I just need to clear the joints. I can kind of work with it like this. It's kind of facing me, which is nice. Getting a bit cluttered here. Where is my solder pump? There it is. So this is the tricky one. Clear these joints. Easy enough. Yeah, early 80s. And the other thing about those early 80s cubes is they're really sticky and really unnatural to use. These new ones are so slick and so fast because of the technology into the materials and the magnets and the precision of the manufacturing. It's what enables people to do them in, 3 seconds or whatever it is the kids are doing these days. Nice. They all cleared very nicely. Now I have the very difficult task of getting a capacitor in position here, and I'm not going to be able to do this in a nice way because the joint is all the way underneath. So let's see. Okay, we're through. Let's just keep waggling. With the rumble, you can read memory, yeah. I can't tell where the PC register is, no. All it can do is read the address bus and the data bus. That's all, but it will tell you what is at whatever address you want, and it will constantly pull it, I guess is the word, until it sees that address appear with a memory write command, and then it snipes whatever is on the data bus at that time. Talcum powder, oh god, you can buy specific. What am I doing? I need to trim this. You can buy Rubik's Cube lube these days. Yeah, any address you can think of in memory, it will see when you write to it and tell you what the data is. And then you're writing an Arduino sketch, and so you can do anything you want with that data. And yeah, one of those things is trigger a rumble. So it won't look for player energy, it will look for, whenever a write happens to address B1, C2, or whatever it is, wherever player energy is stored. And it will tell you what data is in that memory address. God, this is fiddly. Okay, it's in. Yeah, you could do whatever you want to it, because the Arduino's got its own flash memory. It's got its own memory internally, so you can keep track of anything you want in there. There isn't enough to do a full memory map, which is why the next version I want to do will be with an RP2350. Yeah, exactly. You could keep track of a variable like you were using an Arduino, which would be the player energy, and do whatever you want with that information. It's possible that it might miss a memory write. Can happen, but I've got the code pretty well refined now that I think it's quite reliable. Unfortunately, it can't track memory reads. The circuit needs to be made even more complicated to do that. Okay, yeah, then that's absolutely easy. Keep track of the player energy, and whenever it changes, you can detect its change, calculate the difference, and then do something with that information if you like. That's one done. Where's my leg bendy leg gizmo? What am I looking for here? Yeah, maybe that one. Oh, nice. Russian ZX game high score site. You know, I might need you to expand on that a little bit. Is that a website, a Russian website that emulates games, or is it some kind of a old school server? Camera's sagging, isn't it? Oh, I'm pleased that this works. God, look at all these transistors. I've never really studied the schematic for this in great detail. Apart from one time when I had to replace one of these chips under here, which was a nightmare. Because you can't really remove this edge connector to work on these chips. So it's unavoidably fiddly. Nice, we've got 3 new capacitors now. JSON emulator. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. There we are. I've got those polarities right, haven't I? I think I have. Yeah, I have. Mega. Nothing else to do there, so we can put it back together. I wonder what this mark is. I wonder who did that. You think that's a C for Clive? Did Clive sign it? That'd be nice. In fact, I have to put the top half of this in first. I do like School Days. I haven't finished it yet. I've been meaning to play that a bit more. There's something about the order of this Is there? No, there isn't. That's okay. Go back together. Will these long screws go through? I don't know if they will. Maybe that's what I needed to be careful with. They drop in there like that. Yeah, that's it. Now we can put it back together. And these were the shorter screws, weren't they? No, they weren't. Wait. Yeah, they're on the top. They're the shorter screws. Where's my screwdriver? There it is. Now that's a shame. How did you get involved with the Russian ZX Spectrum website? Need to be more careful here. I should turn the other way until it clicks, shouldn't I? That's the right way to do it. So we're not carving new threads. Oops. This one isn't biting. Oh, it's kind of jammed on the long screw head. Whoops-a-daisy, hang on a minute. Sorry. How have I done that? Damn it. Let's undo it all a bit more. This is the one causing the problem. Oh, I know what I've done wrong. Yeah, the screw doesn't go in there. Oh, amazing. That's great. Cool story. Can the interface output to a monitor? No. Do you mean... Oh, you can't generate like a video screen or anything like that. But you can... Obviously there's a USB connection, so that's how you program it. You use your Arduino IDE to type your code, and then you can download it. But there's no like serial monitor or anything like that. You just use it like it's a Arduino. That said, I think the next version should be done with the RP2350. Like this one, this Z80 replacement. To be honest, this could be the interface, because this could sniff the whole bus and save it, and the ESP32 would let you interface with it over Wi-Fi. This could have a HDMI output if you wanted it to. Got an SD card on it too, you know. Let me show you this. There's your SD card that you could load up with anything you want. Yeah, so if I use one of these anyway to make the new one, I could have a HDMI port on it, and it could basically be a ZX HDMI as well as letting you do everything else you can think of. So this is our repaired interface 1. I think we should test it. I kind of want to test it with this microdrive that wasn't behaving itself. It should have been behaving itself. You could set up a map display on a screen. Oh, I see what you're saying. You could definitely do that. you know, you can buy LCD screens for Arduinos, and have I got one? I haven't got one. It's a second. Something like this. So this is a LCD module, which I think, yeah, it works with Arduino. It needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inputs, and I don't know how fast you have to provide those inputs, but you could easily hook this up to the interface. I'll just show you one here actually. Yeah. So these are the pins you've got to play with. So you've got, oh, that silk screen's not lined up correctly, is it? Oh no, I've sent that off for manufacture. Bugger. Okay, I knew I was rushing that. Okay, I'll make a sticker to go over. Anyway, you've got all of these, this whole data byte, and you've got another, I think, 5 here that you can use. And I'll show you them in the schematic editor. Let's see, which one do we want? Not this one, this one. So this is the Arduino chip. So you've got this whole data byte, that's 8 bits to play with. And then down here you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's 13 bits that you can play with. And I think with a screen like this, you should have no problem at all to output a map if you wanted a game map. That's a great idea. That's a fantastic idea. You could do it more simply as well with like an LED array. If you wanted, you could have a blocky indication of where you are. You know, lines on the LED array. Hey, that's a fantastic idea. Will that chip work in a Harlequin? Do you mean the interface that we're talking about? This one? It definitely will, yeah. It will work in anything. It should work in a Spectrum Next. And I've done a complete pass-through as well to the edge connector on the back, so you should be able to, yes. Yeah, I think that would be totally possible, actually. I know that the AT Mega isn't quite as capable as the Raspberry Pis, but that's a great idea, and it should be totally possible. And we've done the hard work. We've got this. So all we have to do is find a suitable screen, learn how to use it, and that's it. Problem is solved, really, because you should be able to derive which level you're in from a memory right, and then that's all you need to do. That's you're away. Fantastic idea. Okay. I'm curious what's going on with this micro drive here. Playroom, that's it then. My only worry is there's a small possibility it misses the memory right. It shouldn't do. It shouldn't do, but if we find it is missing the memory rights, then there might be another way to sort of to catch it. Maybe something else. So let's just figure this thing out here. Can play, yeah, I mean, no problem. Lookup table would be super easy to do. Super easy, and it's just how you store the information for those maps. How would you store that? Do you need some sort of graphics files? There's a whole load of PNG files, might take up a lot of space. You might need to add a SD card support, maybe. So let's see. I think what we should do is use this interface one to format the microdrive cart, which is in here. I've got the command here. Okay, pop quiz. Where is the format? You're not allowed to look it up. Where is it? I know where it is because I'm looking at it. Format M1 test cart. Okay, these black bars are correct. That's what we should see. And then it stops doing black bars, and then we should get some more black bars. And hopefully it says okay. Hopefully it doesn't just keep spinning. Hey, it says okay. And now if we do a cat1, it's going to tell us how many kilobytes of memory we have on there. 90. I've never formatted that much before. That's really good. So that's test card. I realize what I was doing wrong now. What a knob. I was trying to load that as if it was a program called test card. That's why I should give things sensible names. So I can write a program now. There's you gonna be able to see this? No. There's a program in the interface one microdrive handbook. I think we should do that one. So that's at line 20. I'm not going to type the comments in. It should draw squares for n equals 1 to 10. Print n times n. Next n. Can we try it? Oh, it's not printing squares. It's printing the squares of numbers. Okay, that's fine. So then we can do save. We have to do the microdrive version. So save M1 squares. 225 kilobytes. Yeah, I think that's way too big for the chip's onboard memory. But if you had an SD card hooked up, and I think there are enough pins to do that. I don't have an SD card. I don't have a SD card slot built into the board. I don't have enough pins left on the microcontroller to have a dedicated one. But you could have an SD card that just slots in to the headers, And then, yeah, your screen could be in the other headers. I think you need an interface to the SD card slot, but you'll get all that on a little book. Yeah, I think it's totally achievable in that case. And you wouldn't need to worry about the file sizes, I think. Right, let's see if we can save a program to this. This is a real microdrive running, by the way, now. It's not the SD card one. That's worked. Hey Rudy, how's it going over there? Oh, cool, Frank. Yeah, I don't know about the screen art and the loading stuff, but I like that. I've got one on the intro to my feed, which is a picture of me holding a Spectrum in that sort of style, but I cheated to do that. I can't quite remember how I did it. I think I used a filter. Hi Steve, thanks for joining. How's it going? Hope you guys are off to a good start to the weekend. Anyone joining, we're pairing stuff. We've got through about 3 48K Spectrums so far, and an interface 1, and we're just messing around with it now. So I've just saved this program to a microdrive cartridge. We should be able to see it now in the catalog. Let's have a look. Squares, there it is. So let's clear. Let's delete everything. All the code's gone. So I can load. I'm learning this now. Load from microdrive 1. Squares. The size of the 48K, do you mean the capacity of it? 16 kilobytes, isn't it? Let's see if that loads. Hello, got a visitor. You alright? No? I'll have a swig of that though. Cheers. Ta. Alright, thanks. You having some? Okay. Mrs. Dial just gonna have a cup of tea. Hey, look, it's loaded. So there's our squares program. That's loaded from the tape in here. And it works. How cool is that? Let me put the lights back on. I'll just show you what we're working with if you just joined. So I've zoomed right in there. There we go. The ROM, if you're going to use a EEPROM, you're going to have to do a mod to the board to use an EEPROM. So let me have a quick look for you. (27C128) will do it. 27C128, but I think you will need to do a mod because of the pinout being different. Yeah, this is pretty sweet, right? So this is the micro drive. Can you see it? Come over a bit. This is the micro drive cartridge, and this has a capacity of 90 kilobytes. It's actually it's formatted too. I have replaced the felt on it, and this is a micro drive that I've refurbished. That's why it's still working, Frank. Steve. So it's got new capacitors in it. It's got a new roller. I found a source of the rollers finally after lots of trying, and that's working. This is I'm using the Harlequin at the minute because it's reliable. Let's unplug it. Let's get this interface out because these don't scratch. Yeah, this is working, which means it's sticker time. And let's say ready for eBay, the charity auctions. And I'll sell that with a microdrive because I've got a box of microdrives behind me as well. Hey Rudy, you might want to consider, I don't know, maybe not, but no, hang on, I'm saying that, but I'm not ready. Wait. Oh bollocks, where is it? This. You can buy these, which is a drop-in ROM for the 48K. It's a PCB with a surface-mounted ROM chip on there, obviously, but it's got capacity for double the ROM in the Spectrum. So there's a slider switch on it, and you can load it with a standard 48K ROM and a diagnostic ROM if you want. So that's nice. I've got that in a few machines. That one's ready. Put it back on the pile. I'll pick another one out. Right, here's our next candidate. Oh, the one ROM. Do you know what? I was watching, I forgot the guy's name. The person who made that, it's all open source. It's all totally open source, and which is great. And he's done videos explaining it, like, bit by bit. When you buy that, I got a feeling that there's a disclaimer on the listing that says you must own this ROM. Because does that make it okay? I think that makes it okay. You know, you can only buy it if you own it. Yeah, it's pretty handy. Suppose you could program it yourself. You could buy it blank if you wanted to be safe. So, I don't know what the story is with this one. Maybe we should test it before we take it apart. It's a good idea. A bit too zoomed in. Let's plug it in. One ROM uses an RP chip, doesn't it? And that's why I got onto it, because hey Wayne, how's it going? Because first of all, I want to use an RP chip for the next version of this, but also this is the Arduino interface. But also, I'm doing a video on this, which I've mentioned already on the stream. But this is the drop-in Z80 replacement that has SD card storage. It has Wi-Fi. I think this has huge potential for Specky, but I want to be able to talk about it knowledgeably, so that's why I'm learning about RP2350. And I'm looking forward to getting into that. So, I have to be careful with this because I had to do this patch. It's very fiddly. 60 kilobytes. Okay. It's still gonna have to go on an SD card. That's the only way. The only other way would be to do it simply with LEDs, ones and zeros, basically. That would, and do it at slightly much lower resolution. But I know what you're getting at, and I think we need to do it with an SD card or some flash memory of some kind. Okay. Our new test interface one is in there. Plug in our working microdrive. Let's see what happens. It's spinning and it won't stop spinning. But isn't that just something that happens sometimes? Oh god. Okay, that time it didn't keep spinning. You can look at what I'm looking at. I'll do a cat 1. It's spinning, that's good. I think that works. It's seen the name of the card, test card, squares, capacity 89, it lost a kilobyte. That must be the remaining bits on it. And we load squares. It's spinning. Yep, there it is. There's our code. I can run it now and there's our square numbers. That means I just want to start with no cartridge in. Did it really? Let's have a look. I'm not very good at reading instructions. Come on, where's the startup routine? Yeah, I can't see that bit. I believe you though. I will sit and read this properly. Okay. This one needs new capacitors actually, so let's do that. Let's do another recap while we're in the mood. This is missing some screws as well. I have to find some screws. Yeah, Wayne, so that luckily I've got, this is my test one. I fully refurbished this with a new roller and this cart is good. So this is the test one for when I'm working on these. And if that one gets finicky, I've got the SD card one, which can't go wrong. This is the V-Drive ZX from New Zealand. From Charles, isn't it? So, Cat's back. God, she came in fast. What's up, Cat? Probably fighting the other cats. So, let's get this out. Never comes out totally willingly. There we go. No signature in this one. The other one had a C written in it, which I'm deciding is Clive's signature. Obviously isn't. Oh, this has a nice little transistor mod. They've used red wires. Pretty. SD option. Yeah, I think it is the best option. I think you're right. Jet Set Willie is another good shout, you know. Cool. So we know what we're doing with this now. I'm happy to work on that with you if you like. Small problem is I'm in Malta next week. However, I should still have the SD card gubbins I used with you when we were doing the sound mod for Scramble. So I think I've got everything I need except the LCD screen. So we just need to get one of them screens. Pick a suitable one. I need to cut this without cutting the transistor mod wire. Just be careful. Good. That's a good idea. A new loader. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it, Wayne? I like that little kit. I bought quite a big box of stuff from him. Got it shipped all the way over. Well, I guess if you're in Malta, you're in Malta, aren't you? It's so small. There's a wedding on there. And honestly, I don't really know where. We just picked an Airbnb on the map. It's so small. I didn't really think much of it, of where we were going. My parents used to go over there all the time as well. My dad is a retired professional magician, and there's a bit of a magician scene over there. And we ended up over there a few times watching shows and getting involved. Oh, the soldering iron's heating up. That means we have to solve the Rubik's Cube. Hang on. The next thing, if you do the screen interface, would be to make a nice 3D printed stand for it. That would be cool. Okay, here we go. Let's solve it. That's a good scramble. I'll just stick with white cross. So let's see. Oh, I got the same last layer as the previous time. Not bad. He's not the Great Soprendo, no, he was called Magic Mike Smith. He was on BBC once. He still does tricks, obviously, and he's still very good. And he's very into all these speckies and things. If you were wondering where I got it from. Oh, come on now. I hate when they do this. Just add a bit of solder. Awkward bugger. There we go. Okay, this is the tricky one. And it doesn't want to melt. I'm going to add solder to this one too. This solder spool's nearly out. Means I've inhaled a whole spool of solder. Melt. I'm too hot now. This one is a pig. There we go, he's out. Now the legs. Here's one. Manic Miner on a microdrive cart, I like that. Could I do that? Would that work? Could I load Manic Miner and then do a save command to a microdrive cart? That would be cool. I'm guessing there's no copyright protection for that. How could there be? Alright. Legs are out, so to speak. Let's clear the joints. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. I do have a multi-face that I've never used. It's in a box under the bed. I was meaning to make a video using it, but never got around to it. That's cool. I'd like to save them onto the SD card, you know, then I've got all those handy. Okay, this is going well. This one's a bit more tricky, the ground plane. Gotcha. So, where have my capacitor packs gone? I had another one somewhere. Hold on a minute. This is the one. I've been meaning to try that, you know, with the networking, with the interface one. I was thinking you could do that with a PIO chip and a custom board. When I made my Furby interface, I used a PIO chip. Should still have that on display, actually. Oh, I don't. What have I done with that? I've done with my Furby interface. Anyway, that would be fun. But I think you could do even cooler things with the RP2350, either with the Z80, essentially like a PiStorm Spectrum, or with the device with the Arduino interface. You could do some networking stuff. Seven seconds. That's even faster than Otler, isn't it? Where has my leg bender jig gone? There it is. Okay. I'm going to do the easy ones first this time. He's not pulling your leg. Maybe we can make an external device for Terrapin as well. I wonder if my itch page still works. I had a little moment in my life where I thought I'd go be a game developer, and I made some games, put them on there and applied for some jobs, but it didn't go very well. Okay, 2 down. Now, bit wonky that, sorry Wayne. This one's a bit more tricky, the one underneath there, so let's just get this first leg in. Remove this connector to access this joint. Okay, that's in. That's good, let's pull it through. The Z80 I thought I could film this quite quickly and just sort of plug it in. Hang on a minute, my battery's dying. Wait. This HDMI thingy is a little bit guff. Need to get one of those nice Blackmagic ones. There we go. We just change the battery in this guy. Yeah, I thought I would just plug it in and show that it works, but I've realized I want to talk about it a bit more. And in order to do that, I need to learn about the RP chip and the PIOs and how they've achieved it, because then I'll actually be able to talk around it as like I know what I'm talking about, at least a little bit. So it's going to take me a long time to do that learning. Hopefully while I'm on holiday I can do some reading about it. I want to do it justice because I think it's a mega cool thing. So here's a problem. The patch lead for this transistor mod is right on the joint that I'm about to solder. And as far as I remember, molten solder melts the enamel on these leads, and that's not even enamel, that's just plastic. So bear with me, let me just get it in position. That's in position. Oh really, Chinese Z80s. I wonder how long they'll last, and I wonder if they're, you know, cycle accurate. I've got a box full of Z80s under the bed. When they announced... oh shite, hang on. French. Have I put this in the wrong way around? Right. I might well have. Where's the bloody polarity marking on the silk screen gone? Oh, it's hidden. Okay, put it in the wrong way around. Hang on a sec. Oh, nice one, Steve. You get a whole arcade pack now then to play on. And you know where to go to report any bugs. Not that there'll be bugs. Oh, I got the polarity wrong. Right, hang on. I can rescue this. I don't know if I have any more of these capacitors, and I've already cut the legs. Right, so that's in. I'm glad I didn't start soldering. That's in there. Let's cut that. Getting a bit curly-whirly, this capacitor leg now. All right, I think I've recovered it. Huh. Oh, I didn't realize that Steve's chatting on Twitch. Cool. I like to see people on Twitch, not just YouTube. Twitch is really the place to build following, isn't it, for streaming? I think YouTube is a bit late to the party. Yeah, the Z80 situation doesn't seem to be quite so bad, but I think I got them at a good price, and I'm happy that I'm sorted now for the foreseeable, and I have been selling them as well. I think I've probably got... I bought 200. I've got maybe 100 left. Let me just check these polarities again. Sorry, this is a bad angle. I'm sure that was... I'm sure I saw the positive polarity marking. Yeah, positive, positive, positive. Good. So we can put it back together, I guess. And we'll do a test. No, the top half first. Come on, nobody doesn't like you. I saw you being popular at Crash. Hope I can make it to Crash this year. I think did I miss it last year? I think I did. Less than 50p each. Okay. He needs to give him like a real sort of endurance test, doesn't he? And really throw a lot of timing sensitive things at it. Can you not get like Z80 test boards that put it through its paces and test all the instructions and everything? I would be reluctant to use it on like a paid repair job, for example. This is what I mean about putting these back together, by the way. I cannot get this bloody connector to go through. I can see where it's catching as well. There we go. Okay, good. Now this is the one that was short on screws, isn't it? Oh, he did. I must have missed that video. Oh, I need some long screws. I need long screws for this. Okay. There is a bag of screws which came in the donation. I don't know how long they get. Let's have a look. Plus screws. Long screws. That sounds good, doesn't it? That's long enough, I think. ULA, yeah, you're right. You can get them from, obviously, the VLAs. You can get them from Retroleum. He's got one, the Nebula one. But yeah, there's no, as far as I'm aware, I don't think there's an open source ULA yet. These screws aren't long enough, but what I can do is pinch one from this plus screws pack. Yeah, that's long enough, so let's drop that in there. And let's not forget that it's in there. I got another plus screws pack. It doesn't have one. It doesn't have one. Oh, come on now. There's a long one, that'll do. Village Hotel in Coventry. I lived in Coventry for years. I can't remember that one. Yeah, I hope I can make it. It's a crazy week. No, it's a crazy year this year with work. We've got a new car coming out. It's first thing next year, so it's all cylinders blazing, trying to get ready for that. I think I've already taken 14 flights this year because of work trips. That's too many. 1,500. Do you normally get that sort of draw? That many people? That's cool if you do. Hang on, let me use the same threads. Don't know why I packed them screws away. I'm going to need them now, aren't I? In a minute. Ah. Tell Wayne you say hi. I think you should be able to see it on the screen, right? Because the multi-chat's running on the screen. It should be anyway. I've put a lot of effort into getting a multi-chat working. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, crosstalk. We can get Twitch talking to YouTube. Unfortunately, there's just different delays between the two platforms, as we've established. Right, hang on, I need to just rummage through screws again. It's not very exciting for you, but... don't want long screws anymore. I will take some short screws. Off the main island. Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, that would be cool. It would be super super nostalgic for me to go back to the Cov like that. I know we were in Kenilworth last time, and that was nostalgic enough. Back in my Jaguar Land Rover days. Hey Odin, how's it going? Impractical things. X64 assembly. Awesome. Well, we're firmly in Z80 land here. It's all swings and roundabouts. I don't know much about the new Commodore, to be honest. I'll be honest, I've never even worked on a bloody Commodore. It's something I should probably get into. If there's a Retro Robins repair room, I'll bring you a box full of stuff. What we're doing at... this might be interesting to you, Wayne. What we're doing at the Retro Fest convention this year, which is what we did last year. So we have a table for the YouTubers, and you know, it's not like a dedicated display like, you know, the Computing History Museum gets its own area and stuff like that. It's just for the YouTubers to sort of set up a couple of things to show off that they've had on the channels. And this screw's too long. And yeah, people who want to come and say hi can. Might be something to think about. Might be a nice idea. I'd like a really short screw for this, to be honest. Z80 is the correct way to say it, is what I'm going to say to that. Alright, let's get... Is that going to go in without killing it? Please don't break anything. Yeah, that's gone in nicely. Unfortunately, there's still going to be there's a lag between YouTube and Twitch chat. There's a setting on the YouTube stream. I'm still figuring this all out, but there's a setting on there for latency. I don't know why you would pick anything other than low latency. Who's going to be at our table at Retrofest? Oh, I don't want to say anything and get it wrong, but Lee's going to be there. Obviously, I'll be there. Where's my Discord gone? Hang on a minute. We've got a Discord channel for this. In fact, the Retrofest website has a list. I can show you it. Hi, we're back in the room. Where's my streaming window gone? There it is. Retrofest Swindon 2026. Let's see. Last year at this, actually, we had Look Mum No Computer. But I've got a feeling he's busy this year because he's our Eurovision entry. Here we are. Here's our list of YouTubers who are attending. Or for making it, Timmy, Metro, Retro, Matt, Timberwolf, Yestazine, me, Backbuild Restore, Yawning Angel, Retro for you, JT, Jax, Dexter's Tech Lan, DRG, Retro Crazy, and Richard's Random Retro Reviews. So, it's gonna be unhinged. No, it's pretty chill, but it is a good little event. So I've put this back together. We have all our screws in, and we've got the dreaded case scratcher screws. So I'm gonna bring you up a bit. I'm gonna bring the micro drive back in. Carefully plug this in, hopefully not scratch it. Lovely. That's plugged in. You know what? And if you had a repair room and the YouTubers were there, they wouldn't leave the repair room. It would be great. We'd be fighting to do the next one. Let's have a look. I'll pay for a ticket, don't be daft. Paid last time, I want my wristband. No, I actually don't have a Spectrum Next. B from the next team's offered to send me one because he's got stacks of them to the ceiling. But no, I don't. I wouldn't mind one to do some testing on this, but can't justify it. I've got piles of Spectrums to sort out. We in? Yeah, we're in. There you go. So this is the test. Let's do a Cat 1. It's spinning. It's working. Oh, how long does it take to recap a specky? It depends. If it's issue 6A or something like that, it would take me 15 minutes probably. But when you get an older one like an issue 3, you want to do a DC-DC mod on it as well, and that's a bit more of a chew on. So I'd guess like 45 minutes to be, while being careful to get it right. Then with an issue 2, you want to recap it, do a DC mod, maybe even do the new video mod. Which I think is worthwhile, although I guess a purist might not like that. So I'd want 45 minutes on that as well, maybe an hour. Just being careful. If it was like a race, okay, yeah, you could probably do it in 10 minutes, but you might make mistakes. Retrofest, Wayne is in Swindon at the Steam Museum, which is quite cool because you can go around the museum as well. And it is a great venue, and it's on May the 30th and 31st. Let's see if we can load our program anyway. It's spinning, and that's good. Oh, that's bad. Did I do something wrong? Sure, that's the right command. Oh no, it's worked. It works. Good. Nice one. So. That's multiple machines. Oh, thanks, Frank. Yeah, that will do it. I was typing too fast. It's this clicky keyboard, you know, it makes you think you can go more quickly. Where's my stickers? This one is now ready as well for eBay. Amazing. 2 down. I'll put it back on the pile over here. Got my microphone on my shirt. I keep forgetting to shout. What else have we got then? There's more. There's more. Okay, yeah, there's more. By the way, how nice is this? Oh, nice one, Pete. Yeah, I'll try that next time. How good is that? These are obviously the micro drives as you bought them. Look at that. Little notepad. Stickers. And stickers for the ends of the cards. Oh, it's got bent. Oh, that's annoying. And I don't think these have ever even been opened. We opened one. Okay, that's been opened. It's Tipexed. But yeah, these need refelting, which won't be very entertaining. Let's close that up and put it back. I've brought over another interface one. While we're in the mood, let's keep going. Let's try it. I'm sad to say that I've run out of recap kits. I'm gonna have to have a look in the drawer. Hang on a second. Where's my 47 microfarad drawer? Everyone's got a 47 microfarad drawer. Oh, lovely. How about that? I've got 4 left. Yep, 47. I've got 4 left. Okay, I'll keep them handy. That is a good idea. We need some cameras set up. We should probably make a video if we do something like that. So. Boots. Turn off my iron for a second. Let's try new then. Oh Christ, I have to find it. There it is. Wow. File not found. Oh. Do a cat one. Okay. Maybe I'll just try the chewy load command. Oh, that loaded straight away. Cool, this one works too. That's a result. I've never had so many work first time. Then I can recap this one. I'm wondering if that's the last one in the box. I hope it is. Let's take it to bits. This one's got all of its screws as well. What I didn't do is I didn't label which type of ROM is in those ones, but I guess, has anyone bothered, really? I think there was a small bug in the old ROM. With version 0, you could call it. I guess the newer ROM would be more desirable. I haven't used any floppy disks yet on the channel. I'm firmly in the set era still. Release these screws. Get these 2 small ones out. I don't know. It did. I did notice something about it in here. Hang on a minute. Run and enter will automatically load and run the first program on the cartridge. Apparently, maybe we just had a blip. Should have tried again. Maybe. Okay. Drop it. Thank you. Alright, what have we got now? Nothing special. Let's cut the bits out. Being very careful of these transistor leads. What is TR-DOS? Can you explain it to me? Because I'm very stupid. And I see that a lot and I'm always too scared to ask. Oh, I have to charge up the soldering iron. Hang on. Get the cube out. Okay. I'm going with red. Sorry, white cross again. I'm quite predictable with that, I guess. I should get my good cube down because this is a bit clunky. That's why I'm quite slow. Can I remember this PLL, this OLL? Yeah, I can. And remember this OLL too. Keeps locking up. There we go. Just in time. Okay, let's get these capacitors out. Why is this guy being awkward now? There he goes. This one. Russian disk interface format. Okay. And a format is it must be the format that the data is stored on it and the circuitry which reads it, I guess, have to conform to a format, is that right? Or the software that reads it, at least. I assume there's a ROM chip involved. Or a operating system of some kind. Yeah, it would have been on a ROM chip, wouldn't it? Oh, okay. I've got a pentagon here. Well, it's a nucleon, actually. And it's fantastic. I was thinking of maybe bringing that to Retrofest, so I can run the rumble pack off it and have a sort of double whammy exhibit. Let's have a look. Because not only is this a nucleon, it's in a Mectrum case. My microphone wobbling. Yeah, you can hear that. How nice is that? Oh, this is purple, this one as well. It's a purple PCB, which is mega. How cool. That would be a great little display, actually. Anyway. Disk operating system. Okay. So it refers to what's in the ROM chip, right? Or am I being stupid? .47 microfarads. Let's get the polarity right this time, shall we? I haven't cleared the joints. Hang on. Come on now. Oh really? I see them on eBay, but I guess when you're actually over there, you might see some more stuff. Does everyone over there use Telegram, by the way? I've noticed that I get hits from Telegram. And I'm not a member. I don't use it. Don't really know what it is. It's just a messaging app of some kind. This hand pump's getting a bit jammed. It's not going too badly. I'm going to do this without scraping off all that solder mask. Okay, where was I? This is definitely 47, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, so it's Russia. It's Russia then. Must be Russians who are watching. People in Russia. I like to see where the traffic comes from. Nice. That's one. Where are my capacitors then? Built 2 nucleons now. Actually, I've built one for the next team and one for me. A bit of a big job. Some SMD soldering as well, so it's not the easiest. And I've made a right mess of the SMD soldering on that, if I'm honest. But, you know, oops, I'm a bit better at it now. Just put a big mark on it. Careless. Cheers, Rudy. Have a early there, isn't it? Have a nice day ahead. Thanks for joining. I'll catch you again soon. What I'd like to do with this streaming is buy a stream deck. We've got loads of them at work that we put in the cars, and I want one for myself so I can get some hotkeys set up for streaming and I can give you guys shout outs, links in the chat, you know. That seems to be what the streamers do to help each other out. I would like more games which use the extra RAM. At the moment it's just demos really, isn't it? Like the Nucleon plays Simon's Cat, for example, is the demo that everyone likes. Okay, one more of these to do, so I'll get this right. Negative goes in there. Some car computer. Oh. Question with those is, could you debug them if they weren't working right? It would be interesting to try and figure it out, especially with weird old chips that we don't quite know how they work. What's my strategy here? I have to cut a bit off. And oh, this is awkward. Without damaging this transistor mod. Right, that's in. Hey, it's in, that's good. Now, what I'm worried about is soldering this capacitor leg in, because it's right on the patch cable for the transistor mod, so I just need to sort of prise it out of the way. Just a few millimeters is enough, I think, to stop it melting the coating. It's probably fine. Abe's Odyssey, are you serious? I love that game. PlayStation was really my era. This was all a bit before me. The Abe's Odyssey on ZX Spectrum. I need to find that. You think in another generation or two, the people won't be developing for Spectrum anymore? Or do you think we can keep it alive? Unique personal computer isn't just a clone of the ZX Spectrum, but a rare model manufactured in Kazakhstan. So it's not just a homebrew thing. 10 times rarer. Cool. Oh, I'd like to see that. I'm going to go find that. Can I see that? Is it possible from here? Is there a... Will I be able to access that website? Top half first. Oh, nice. Maybe you can email me the link. Please go in. It's in. I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure about links. Are links allowed? It's probably something I should have set. Where have you sent it? In Twitch? Oh yeah, okay. Cool, hang on. Oh yeah, it works. Hang on. Oh, that's cool. It looks like an old American car or something. Wait, just a second. We can all look at this. Look at that. Yeah, it's got all the same. Are they hand drawn? No way. What about this horrible ad? We don't want to see that. Can't get rid of it. Have to be careful going to dodgy websites. I don't know what sort of adverts they're gonna throw at me. I think that's mega. No pictures of the circuit board though. Okay, let's put this back together. Yeah, I guess that's what's going to happen is the Spectrum will be, the PlayStations are going to be kept going. And then it'll be the PlayStation 2s. Oh, are you tempted? Are you going to get it? Did it? Sorry, I didn't see. Did he say it's working? I've just dropped a bloody screw. Hang on. Where's that gone? There it is. Very stylish, whatever it is. Oh, don't forget the long screws. Maybe you could. There must be people out there collecting them. I think it would be. I think the real value would be to get it up and running. You think? Give it a refurb. That's what I enjoy the most anyway. Although, yeah, I do trade a bit as well. But mostly because you end up getting bundles, don't you, when you want one thing. Well, yeah, don't get me wrong, I would enjoy taking that thing apart. I remember watching a video from Neil when it was Retro Man Cave. He did a really good video on all those clones. Can't remember if that particular one was featured or not. And that does depend on me making it to crash, which is a huge question mark. Could be anywhere. I know I need to be in America for a few weeks this year. Might even have to go to Japan and spend half my life in Europe like normal. I think I'm going to fill my passport this year. Which is good. Okay, we're back together. Let's reassemble. Yeah, you could. I'm sure you could figure it out, what's going on. Here we go. Have I broken it? Oh, my screen's timed out. Oh. Specky still works. We try this new command again. It's spinning. No, it didn't work. I'm gonna try again. New run. Yeah, sorry, it's not good, is it? What I need is a capture device. That's not working, so I'm gonna have to load M1 squares instant. Awesome. Another one done. It's sticker time. Ready for eBay. No, it's 128k. It's the Harlequin. Cool. We've done up 3 interface ones so far today, and 2 or 3 48Ks. That's good. So what's left in here? I don't have any more interface ones, so that's good. Got joystick interfaces. I've got micro drives. I don't really want to get into a micro drive now because that's going to be a right chew on. And I've got a pile of ZX81s as well. I don't want to get into that either. What we could do is have a go on a couple of games or something. I need to tidy up. It's a right mess here. I do also have boxes and boxes of spectrums to fix up as well. What are you going to do then? Are you going to get it? It's not old tech if it's just a cardboard box. You don't have to open it yet. I have a question, which is, do I have a Tic Tac anywhere? And is this Harlequin going to work with my Div MMC? Is the other question. Let's just have a little quick test. No, you're joking. Have I lost the M1 line of this Harlequin? Oh, there we go. Oh, lucky. So, I'm just gonna have a quick look. If it is on here, I don't have it. No, hang on. If I have it, it's not on here, is what I meant to say. Let me just shuffle back over and stick it in the SD card reader. Let's have it on the computer somewhere. A bit confused by that because I thought this thing was absolutely chock full of games. Maybe not. Anyway, I'll have it on the hard drive somewhere. You just have to bear with me a sec. So, never sure what the score is with copyright on these old games. I don't remember also if I need TZXs or taps for Div MMC. I feel like it's taps. I don't know if this is readily available. Have a look. Try this one. It's a TZX. I don't know if TZX is gonna work, is it? Oh, I do have one of them mega zip files. There's a lot of versions of it. Okay, I'll take a few versions. All right. Let's see how we get on with that. Pop that in there. And I should be able to do a real capture of this with a SCART cable. As long as I use the right cable, which is normally a good idea. I must get bags for these cables because they get all tangled and it's horrible. Oh, it's not that one. What's that one? That's a nucleon. Don't want to use the I could play it on the nucleon, I guess. And that would work. What's this one? That looks like it'll fit, but there's no sticker on it. I've lost the sticker off that one. It's not very helpful. Put that in there. Oh, thanks for sending that. Let's see if these work anyway. I mean, we might be alright. Make sure I plug this connector in the right way around. And I've got a separate audio. Run this cable over here. And I've got the option to switch through to my capture pad, and let me take the bug fixed version that you just sent me. That's probably worth doing. Nice. Let's drop it on the top folder to be quick. We'll play this for a bit and then we'll go to bed. So, can I play this with a joystick? I assume so. Let's see if this starts up and you get a feed. Yes, good. I'm all the way over here, but I can watch the composite feed. Do need this div MMC to initialize. Being a bit finicky. Thank you for that. This is the Rumble Pack controller. So I've got a extra wire coming out of it. It's probably going to crash. Hang on a sec. Yeah, it's lost it. What is going on with this Harlequin with div MMC? Or is my div MMC losing its bite on the edge connector? Gonna work? Yeah, it works. It looks like your screen is actually a bit stretched. If I can do something about that. Well, that hasn't helped, has it? Okay, we might have to put up with it being a little bit stretched, unfortunately. So how does this work then? Normally with these games you've got to read the instructions, and we're not going to do that. I will choose Kempston joystick. I'm wondering if you're getting in. Should there be sound now? Don't know. I'll start with night. That game. Don't know if you should be getting sound or not, but oh wow, that runs fast, doesn't it? That is super smooth. Huh. So let's see what's going on. This is the house you were describing. I wonder if these guys are going to keep spawning. You're not getting any sound. Hang on a sec. Maybe if I go into this one. Oh, there you go. I can't hear it, but I'm guessing you can. Explore the mansion, kill monsters, You need a key on the keyboard to pick up. Okay, the keyboard's in front of me. Coloured keys unlock coloured doors. And there's the chicken that you were describing. Turn these lights off now. I like that you can see the monsters spawning. And I'm just hoying axes around. Can't get in there. Oh, nice stairs. Oh. So those are like food things that... Oh, these steps are good, aren't they? I like the kind of 3D wireframe. So this is like a basement, so I can't do much in there. Health degenerates over time, that's a bit tight, isn't it? Oh, I'm locked in here now. Okay. Wait. Hang on. So I need you said I need a key on the keyboard to pick up items. I just ran over that item. How do I get back out of here? Okay, I'm out. Oh, poltergeist, okay. I can pause it with space. That's handy. That's me dying, is it? Yeah. Okay, so that item is still there. Hang on, can you remember what the key is? Pick things up. I'm stuck in a... Oh, there we go, I got stuck in a pause loop there. Oh, there's the Twitch bot. I don't need a Twitch bot today, thank you. I've got people watching in Twitch. I need to look up what the key is to pick things up. Z, thanks. Hang on. Yes. Okay. I'm guessing these doors don't open by poltergeists. Where's Dracula gonna show up? When you say poltergeist, do you mean like a random time? Oh no. Oh, I see. So that's a blue key for that one. Oh, I'm through. That's good. Through. Okay, I don't need to press pick up on the keys then. So I've picked up, I think I've picked up a red key. Oh, there's Dracula. I wasted that bit of food. Oh, we've got a Dizzy style inventory. Hang on, let me just make sure I've got... Oh, secret room. I'm not really keeping track of where I'm going here, if I'm honest. There's a blue. I think I've got two keys now. I've got a blue and a red. I can't see any indication of that anywhere. Oh, knights. Okay, so there are different abilities. Makes sense. Blue. Can I go through there now? No, I can't. I swear I picked up a blue key. I don't have any keys. Okay, maybe it was just food. It looked like a key. I can't go up there. This is, by the way, this is so playable compared to some of the games out there. How on earth have they made this so smooth? I'm dead. Oh, I thought I was dead then. Well, if I go down there, do I die? Oh, that's good. I like that. Oh, and a mushroom. Is that going to make me trip out? I can't seem to do anything about this guy. Can I pick that up? No, I can't. Now I've dropped. This room is crazy. Can I just do auto? I'm just doing auto fire. Doesn't cost me to fire, does it? Okay, so there should be a key down here somewhere. Game over. What was that? Time? Something killed me. Okay. I'm getting the hang of this. Let's go again. I'm assuming it's cheating if I use auto fire. I'm not going to pick up the food if I don't need it. Let's go down to the caverns. I think this is the way down, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what the score is with those flashy mushrooms yet. Do they hurt me? No, I can't pick them up. I can go through the clock. There's a load of food. Oh, the mushrooms hurt me. That'd be why it killed me. Now it makes sense. That's what I thought was a key. Those things. Red caverns. Purple caverns. Anna. That sounds useful. Are the locations of the keys randomized? Oh, there's Frankenstein. Whiz past him. Or will I somehow use the spanner on him if I go near him? If I go into him, let's try it. Oh yeah, got him. Is the spanner any use to me now after that? Let me in. I can't go in there. I'm amazed at how playable this is. They can be randomized. Oh, you might respawn, I see. I think you need to kind of play this a lot, don't you? And then you'll start to get a feel for the lay of it. Wine. Pick it up. I wonder what that's good for. I assume that's wine. I'd like to find, you know, one key at least. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's randomized between a few places. Another clock. Been through that clock. Yeah, I have. Well, I failed to find a key there. When you know what you're doing, the game will be completed in 5 to 6 minutes. Okay. Yeah, this is fun. It feels like it's not impossibly difficult as well, like some games can feel. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, a key! Now, did you say that there are three keys to find? You said red key, but it looks blue in my inventory. Am I being daft? Blue key. Okay, so I can go up here. Oh, blue. Yeah, I'm in. Oh, that's a bit tight though, so I have to use up an inventory slot to use a key. Food? That's a feather. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have the dizzy style inventory. I go in there. I can go in here. I can't do much in here though. Let's go north. Can I go north? Have I been this way? I can't remember. RCG, that said. Oh, I can't go in there. I'm going to be after this round. I'm going to be calling it a night, chaps. But that was really good few hours that I've prepared so much stuff. I feel like getting through this pile of donated things is possible. The light at the end of the tunnel. Use the clock. Sorry. I'm going back. Not in here. Let me in. This one. Oh, an arm. Okay, I have to choose now between an arm and a bottle. Oh, and whatever that is. What is that? A blunderbuss? A blunderbuss, whatever it's called. Frog's leg. Okay. Oh, I see that. Okay. Oh god, what do I use a frog's leg for? Oh, the food respawns, that's good. Quest item back to the start room. Okay, oh, I fell. I need to find the start room then. Oh, there's a key. What have I got now? Hang on, I've dropped my other key, have I? Yeah? Have I lost a key? No, I haven't. Okay. Now you're asking me to find the start room. Who's this guy? Don't know if I have what it takes to hurt him. And I think I've lost a key. Oh, that was Quasimodo. I guess it looked like him. There's a bat wing. To choose between carrying that and a frog's leg, yes. Oh god, I have no idea where I'm going. In. Oh, they always put red herrings in. Okay, I should keep that in mind. I'm back in the bloody caverns. Where's the start room? Up. Like this. Oh, this looks familiar. Is it here? Yeah. What was I doing here? Just dropping it off, was I? Like that. Okay. That's good. I need to find 3 of them. That's that's for Dracula. Okay, that's handy. And some yellow doors. I feel like I'm cheating a bit using auto fire. I don't want to go down the trapdoor. Oh, this is going up, that's good. There's a coin. Sorry, it's going to be really frustrating trying to give me instructions, because with the lag and me not paying attention. So I'm looking for a yellow locked door. Okay. Okay, it's not in here, but I'll have that food. Oh god, it remembered that that witch was there. Clock. Okay, hang on, where was the clock? Here. Oh, nuts. That was daft. Now what? I have to climb back up. Early start, good luck with that. Thanks for joining, that was good fun. See you next time. Oh, that's going, I don't want to go down. Right, I'm back here. Let me just think about this. Oh no, lost a life. Yeah, this isn't right. Oh, is good. Lock, don't go forward. Ugh. How do you stop that happening? I swear I didn't tell him to go into that trapdoor. Is that just luck of the draw? Go through really carefully. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm being careful. I'm dead. Be careful. No, straight down. He's just sort of running. I was holding down. I'll try again. Maybe my auto fire is interfering somehow. I remember where I'm going. House? God, I'm going around in circles. Not this way. No. This might be the end. Right, I'm here again. I'm just going round and round. I'm gonna die. Oh god, I'm hopeless. I got a little badge though. I don't know what that was for. Is that always there? That's always there. Oh boy! That's great, I'm gonna play that a bit more next time. But I think that's it for me for now. Let's switch back over here. Yeah, I'm tired. How are we looking? How did Twitch go today? I think that went quite well. Yeah, that's true. It's like when you realize someone hasn't seen a really good movie. Yeah, go for it. Send them over. But you need to tell me the values as well. When to rumble. That would be important. Alright, cheers chaps. Let's end it there. And I'm not going to be able to do this next week because I'm on holiday. But it's not such a bad reason, right? Week after though, I'll be back on. Try to do Friday afternoon again. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for chatting. And keep an eye out for the next video. I'll see you soon.